Hello and good evening. This video is going to cover up the features, the clarification on what SBL special course is all about, what all features are there with this course, what all will be provided to you, and how I say that this is an affordable option for many of you who would like to have some self-study plus some guidance on a paper. So let's just first get going on the SBL special course main point. The first thing, it is special course. Why? Because at certain areas of the syllabus, you will be able to do certain things on your own, and remaining part which is tougher, that I'll assist you all. Now, what are those areas? Can I be specific? Yes, this is what this whole video is all about. Now, before I start briefing what all chapters will be covered by me, what all chapters you all have to do on your own, the first thing which you need to remember is we will follow Kaplan for SBL. Now, why Kaplan when the study hub is there? Study hub has been beautifully drafted even for SBL. But a small thing which I just noted is Kaplan is more detailed. And we need to enter into more detail for SBL specifically so that we can have a lot of things in the mind to structure our answer well in the examination. So that detail, if it is 100%, you will retain 60% and then you will put up 50% in the examination. So Study Hub is wonderful, to the point. Some students may find Study Hub very, very good for them, but for some details are needed. So here, the special course will be based on Kaplan and Examkit study text both, so that we can go and dive into more details for certain chapters. Now, this what you are seeing on the screen, this is the content page of Kaplan. There are so many chapters, but now let me start briefing you what all chapters will be done by me and what all chapters you can do on your own under the special course. So the first thing, I'll give you chapter number 2, that is the concept of strategy. Why? Because it needs some hand holding. It is the initial portion of the syllabus where you will have to understand how this paper is going, in which direction it is going. So that I need to hand hold you. Then strategic analysis, my area. Performance analysis, that also I will do. Then strategic choice, also it is my duty. Then chapter number 6, also my duty. Now chapter number 7, governance general principles, means board of directors. What are NEDs? What are NEDs' role in the organization? So some general principles. This is the first self-study chapter which students will have to do under the special course. Chapter number 7. Now again, 8th will be my responsibility because 8th has some OECD and some technical terminology, SOX, and this I somehow feel that I need to cover it up, otherwise you will lose on the concepts. Then comes chapter number 9, which talks about corporate social responsibility and stakeholders. Very easy chapter. This also can be done self-study. So I'll mark self-studies like this. Then comes effective leadership. As I said in my previous video, leadership is something which is very easy for you to understand being a P-level student. This is also self-study chapter. Next comes the board of directors. Now this is a bit technical. So this is my MBIT chapter. I will cover this up. Then comes reporting to stakeholders. This also is a bit technical. I will have to cover this up. Then comes your management internal control systems and reporting. This is self-study chapter. So from here, we enter into the audit background. So internal controls, how the senior position holders need to ensure that proper controls are there in the organization. This is basic generic chapter which can be done on your own. Then audit and compliance also can be done on your own. But then coming to chapter number 15, identification, assessment and measurement of risk. Now again, this is a bit new content chapter. Even if it is risk management, still you will need me to explain this. So the special course will have chapter number 15 as well. Then coming to the next part of the syllabus, this is again the Kaplan content page screenshot. Chapter number 16, again this my ambit area. Then comes 17th, professionalism, ethical code and public interest. Now ethics is something which you all have been seeing in audit. These are very easy as well. You will immediately get to know that yes, there is an ethical threat in the case. So this is again a self-study chapter. Then comes chapter number 18, organizing for success, structure and processes. Now this is although a very easy chapter, but it has some nexus with your BT paper, the F1 paper. Now because majority students have exemptions from F1 to F4 or BT to law, the 4-paper exemption, I am considering that majority will not be knowing the organizational structures and the processes. So that is why I need to cover this up. This comes under my ambit. Then comes e-business. It's again very easy because nowadays you all are already using e-business. You are already the customers of e-businesses. So this is a self-study chapter. Again, using IT successfully is a self-study chapter. Then comes e-marketing. Now e-marketing has some models, I will say. Here I will have to pitch in. So this is my ambit chapter. Then comes project management. Again, I need to guide you all on this. Financial decision making. So financial decision making is a mixture from PM, FM, somewhere FR. Now you may be not in a position to remember the concepts of PM and FM. That is why I need to take this up, so that you all are not going back and studying PM and FM again. So that is why it is a self-study chapter, but still this comes under my responsibility because many of these students will actually not remember what was there in sensitivity analysis or what was there in probability analysis, correlation, regression. So that is why I'll pick this up. This is my responsibility. Then comes managing strategic change. This is something new. That is why I will take this up. Again, this becomes my responsibility. Now, these four are actually not chapters, but they are just generic things which the study text has added for you. Means the practical case study, then its answer, then supplementary question and answer. So these are not chapters. Now let's just get going on how many chapters under the special course come under your responsibility area. So this is chapter number 1, 2, 3. 3 chapters here. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 chapters you all have to do out of 24 under the SBL special course. That means 1/3. So I had announced 50% I will do, 50% the student can do on self-study, but now the situation is changed. But once it is announced, it is announced. So it is a special course at a concessionalized offering for you all to get a hand holding only on the areas where you need the hand holding. So out of 24, 8 chapters will be self-study case for the students. Now, what if you face any problem in these chapters? So we are going to meet for 4 problem sessions. You can always come up and ask the problems in those chapters. Now, what else will be covered? Okay, now out of 24, 8 you will do on your own. Remaining I will be giving you as sessions and you will have the access. What else is going to be covered under the special course? First thing, only studied text coverage doesn't work with SBL. You will have to understand how to approach the question as well. So there will be 10 questions which will be done and you will get the access of it. That means these 10 questions are going to be from the exam kit. If I find that a question is really tough and you all are facing some problem, I will add on from the study hub as well or the exam kit, wherever you say. So 10 questions in total will be my guidance for you all to understand how the writing of answers has to be done in SBL. Then one complete mock will also be briefed. Because obviously the 3-hour paper, that is something else. So we need to hit one complete mock as well. Now, what will you get in terms of recordings? So whatever is the duration of the recordings, 2.5 times of that duration will be given to you as access. You can watch some chapters repeatedly. In total, you will have 2.5 times. For example, let's say whatever chapters I am saying, their duration come out to be 40 hours. So 40 into 2.5 is the total hours you will get access for the class folder. This is what you will get. Now, for how many quarters you will get this? You will get this for 2 quarters. But these 2 quarters, remember one thing. For the first quarter, let's say you sat for the exam and you could not clear. Then for the second quarter, you will get the access. So this 2 quarters is not by default. If you pass, no second quarter access. Now coming next to it. Now your writing skill is something which you need hand holding on. Before the mock test, I would like to see what my students are doing through small tests also. So there will be 2 small tests to judge how you are portraying the professional skills, how you are putting up and linking up the models with the case, how you are analyzing the information, using the information to draw some conclusions. So these smaller tests, 2 I am seeing, but if there may be a requirement of more tests because the students may not be getting as per my expectation, the marks are not as per my expectations, then we can increase it to 2 to 3 to 4 as well. So these routine tests will serve a purpose of giving you an idea of how to write in a smaller situation. And then once you will be prepared with that, then we'll go ahead with 2 mock test papers which I will evaluate. Because these mock test papers, I consider they are very important. You need to have that practice of handling so many exhibits, so many things. And I will also give you one pre-scene. So you can research on the case well before the mock test paper and then you sit for the mock test paper and handle it well. So this is how the special course, SBL special course will run at a fee of 12,000 for this special course. Now, some questions have this query that, ma'am, if we have to extend the access for 1 more quarter, will we have to pay something extra? No, this 12,000 includes 2 quarters access if you need it, not by default. So if you pass the exam, then the second quarter will not be available to you. But if you don't give the exam or you do not pass the exam, then for the second quarter, under the same fee, you don't have to pay anything extra and you will get the remaining hours of your class access. So this is how the SBL special course run. If you want to see how the classes are going to be, then you need to take my trial as well. Where will you find that trial? So I have uploaded one chapter, one complete chapter on my YouTube channel. You can find the link of that chapter in the description. Apart from that, I'll say plan it properly, plan it well. Do not lose on time because the syllabus of SBL is very big. You need to plan it properly. If there is anything I can assist on, there is the comment section. Use it. I'll try to sort out as many problems as I can. So till the time, thank you so much and take care.